Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Stranded Alien Dawn. I'm the Radio Man 03. It's awesome to have you along. This is a look back at Season 3 and what went wrong. Where did I go wrong? And what happened that led to everyone's demise in the end. First of all, the big thing is these silicon plants. Need to get these silicon plants learned and planted in year 1 and definitely through year 2 so that we have enough material to make the CPUs on this bench right here, this soldering bench. That is one issue that was definitely a problem because nobody had decent weapons when the attacks really started to get severe in year 3, which was day 5. So it's day 4 right now. So that's the first thing I realized that I did wrong right there. Now, as we look on to this, you can see everyone's working on what was going to be another bedroom for our new survivor, Vivian, and then we're going to take the crafting room and expand it over here. One thing that was brought up after the season was over and everybody had died was that the power poles are not connected right here, as you can see. This is hooked up to the Jenny, which is not on, and the solar panels, and that. But they are not connected across here. This guy's hooked up to the batteries, but this guy is not. Now, I'm confused as to why this would be the case when these are power poles and they are above the batteries, but that is definitely a huge issue. Let's watch this. Let's move this right here. We're going to move this guy right over to here. Let's see, right there. We're going to move this guy right there. Now you can see we've got a connection leading all the way through. And we're going to take him, and we're going to have him move the wooden power pole. Boom. Okay, so now we are hooked up to the batteries and the Jenny because this power pole has been moved. Why we can't go across the top of something, especially something even that isn't up here in the sky where it would block the power poles, is beyond me. I don't know that one, but that's something for me to keep in my head for later on down the road, that could be a serious issue. So obviously, when our fight started, we're going to let things go ahead and play out here a little bit, and we're going to go through the fight again, just so you guys can see it. That was a major, this power pole right here was a major problem and resulted in everybody's death. We have this fight that's gearing up and getting ready to start over here pretty soon, and we'll take a look at it. So everybody's working right now and getting these rooms finished up, which was a beautiful thing. This power pole, though, is extremely important, as you'll see. What happened in Season 3 was as soon as it turned dark and the fight began, we lost 3 of our turrets. There's the aggressive animals. They are out there waiting to come and attack us. They are all standing right over in here, not far from the base. So we're going to let this keep going. We're at 1400 hours. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And if you remember at the end of Season 3, what happened was as soon as the fight happened, boom. Where are you going, Edmund? I need to turn this stuff on so I can see what they're doing. Where is he going? Oh, he's observing the nest formation. So what we did was we turned this off because we knew that attack was coming. So I'm going to take that and turn that off. He's going to go back. Now Edmund is going to go back and try to do some research, which we had set back up for him. Aggressive animals are still outside the gate. We got Emmeline doing some planting. Vivian's doing some transporting is what she was doing exactly. This is how it played out at the end of Season 3, except for this power pole. Now you can see the sun's going down, and as soon as the sun went down, we lost power right about, well, right here. We lost power all of a sudden to our turrets. These 3 turrets right here lost all power to them. So that was a huge problem. So we're going to go Control R. We're going to bring everybody outside here. Nice slow pace. Everybody's doing their thing. We're going to grab Quinn, and we're going to put Quinn up here, like so. Emmeline, we're going to put you right here. Jayla, we had, I believe, up here. I don't know if I've got these guys exactly how we had them in the end of Season 3, but I wanted to point this out. We got Katina. Katina, I want to put you over here. And Edmund right here. All right. Everybody's in their places. The critters are coming in. And we can see we've not lost any power. Power is still on. Turrets are now firing. And it is going to be a different story here. But let's go ahead and watch how this plays out. Flamethrowers are going off and burning the big guys as they come in and get towards the wall. The scorpions are what really led to a lot of problems for us because they've got that ranged attack. I'm going to go ahead and take these guys and set them to hunt. These guys right here. All these guys right here are a major problem. I'm going to put those on hunt and make them kind of a top priority. We did do this in Season 3 where we were telling them to hunt these guys. Whether I got them all in that, I don't know, but we're going to do that. If you can see now, the turrets are working on them. But they're not exactly getting out here to get these guys here. Just about all of our small bugs are dead. Now this guy unfortunately does not see what's going on over here and he's not helping. However, you can see that we are victorious. That is the end of Season 3. We've got Emmeline with a bit of a injury, Layla as well as Quinn. Katina's in fine health. Vivian can't do any healing, so it's no big deal there. And Edmund is also fine. So, had that one power pole, now I don't know what's going to happen, what would happen with the next fight. We are starting a new season. I don't know what would have happened in the next fight. However, this power pole, again, was the key. Now, anybody playing the game would not... I would not think that having a power pole here would be blocked by anything down on the ground. Power lines go up over the top. So I think that's really weird because here you can see they're stretching over the top of the solar panels just fine. It was connecting here, so why not connect across to this pole as well? Not sure. You know what? Maybe if I move this back over one, I could see that maybe it was just too far away from that one. Nope, it would have been fine right there. So this is where it was before. It's good anywhere I put it right here. It should have connected. Now it's showing that it will connect, which is kind of an interesting thing. Do you see that? So I'm not sure what happened there. Somebody did say during the stream that when you move power poles, sometimes they don't connect up like they're supposed to. So that could be what happened. I don't know. Of course, we had this power pole over here. I don't know if maybe these power poles stopped seeing each other when I put these batteries down. I did not notice that. We'd have to go back even further to see what that was. But that is definitely one of the issues, was having to move this power pole right here was an issue. That should have been moved earlier. Now you can see that it actually has disconnected from this guy over here. So that is a problem. Just because I told it to move it, it's now unconnected again. So that's got to be a problem in the game and a bug or something, because that just doesn't make any sense that these guys are no longer connected. So that shows something right there. Just because I told it to move, it's saying it can't connect to that right there. And I can't just do that. Okay, so I have to move it. That's interesting. So there you go. It's not because this is here. It's because for some reason, when I told it to move a power pole, one of our power poles, obviously this one right here, I don't remember moving this one, but maybe I did, or this is the new one we put in. This was the cause of our power failure just before Season 3 hit. I don't feel like that's my fault. Maybe because I didn't notice it, that makes it my fault. But there's something buggy about the power lines, that they don't see each other and they become disconnected. The other thing, again, which was a big deal, I believe, is that we didn't have the silicon plants up, which would have gotten us into a much better position when it came to building the CPUs, which we needed for the weapons. The CPU cores are very important because the craft weapons, you can see this uses a CPU. These use 2 of the power cells, but this, I wanted to get some laser pistols in our people's hands. We've got the power cells, but we didn't have the CPUs. So getting the silicon right away is an important thing as well. All these people can be healed up quite quickly. We've got Katina as our medic, and she's a very good medic, so she would have been able to save all of their lives. So other than that, if you've got other ideas, let me know. These guys took, integrity's 100%, 100%. This one took some damage. This one took some damage. Control circuit has been deactivated. Okay, it's because we're, of course, not in the sensor anymore. This one took a little damage, and this one took some damage as well. But we did prevail over that attack, which was 94 creatures. Anyways, I wanted to go back, and I think when we do fail in a season, I will go back to just prior to when we lose our survivors, or we lose the game, basically, to take a look and see if we can figure out just what went wrong so we can figure it out and get that fixed before next time. Other things in Season 4 that I want to do is work on a better defensive area. It was said that these tall walls tend to stop things from being able to shoot over the top. Like you can see this turret right here. You can see that he can't shoot anywhere there's a red square. He can't actually fire on those areas because he can't see them, which is so unusual because this is a low wall, but I guess this tall wall is in his way. I don't know why it wouldn't be able to see down into here. I guess maybe because of its radius. It's only got so much radius it can do. So there's that. So it was highly suggested that next time we build a trap that we have maybe some of our turrets and things out here in the middle of it, so as they come in, as they're walking away from it, all the stuff gets a chance to shoot them in the back as they're going away. So we may try something like that out. But again, this is very important. Keep an eye on your power poles. Make sure they stay connected if you're moving them, because that is a huge problem right there. And I think that's something the developers will probably work on and try to figure out and get fixed. The other thing was somebody mentioned that the power poles don't go all the way around the base, and you are right about that. I didn't realize that, but we don't have any power poles on this side. So it would have been good if we had actually had these power poles stretching over to here and coming around the entire base, so that if for some reason our daisy chain of power poles gets broken here, the power at least can still get around to go into here. I don't think we had too many power poles, and I think they were handling the juice just fine. It turns out to the fact that when you move power poles, sometimes they don't reconnect with other power poles nearby. That is an issue. So that's a look back at Season 3 and what I feel went wrong. And based on some of your comments, this is right after Season 3 happened, and we lost. And so I just wanted to kind of take a look back and bring this to your attention. Some of these things right here. Leave your comments down below and let me know what else you think went wrong on this final battle that we had, and anything that you saw during the season as well. I really appreciate everybody putting that information into the comments below. Everything else was going pretty well. We've got plenty of material for crafting. We'd picked up Vivian, so she was a good sewer, so she was going to be making tons and tons of clothes. We had an extra room going here. The crafting room was going to get much bigger, and they were going to have plenty of room for all the crafting going on in here. And I feel like Season 3 was doing really well right up until this attack, and we lost that power that night. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button for me, comment, subscribe, and share. I'm the Radio Man 03. Have an awesome, fantastic, and a superb day, and I look forward to talking to you again next time.